What's up guys, Joey here with Fringe Sport, and today we're gonna take you step by step on how to assemble the booty box. We're gonna go from this to this. The final product, the booty box, fully assembled. Let's jump into it. So we removed all the components of the booty box from the box onto the floor and we laid them out here. So we're gonna have 10 pieces to assemble, and then we're gonna have the hardware. As you can tell, most of these pieces are already assembled, so the installation process is gonna be fairly simple and straightforward. So let's jump into it. Before we get into installation, let's cover tools required for assembly. So we're gonna be using a drill with a Phillips head. However, if you don't have a drill, a Phillips head screwdriver will do the trick just fine. And then one other thing to note before we jump into installation is that you may see on the instructions that you need to use bolts to install the band pegs, the wheels, but actually that's not required. As you can see, it already comes pre-assembled on the unit. All right guys, so step number one of installation, we're gonna be assembling the frame of the booty box. So we don't need to get the screws quite yet. As you can see, they're gonna connect kind of like puzzle pieces. So we're gonna get this connected and then we'll go in with our screws and tighten everything up. So let's jump into it. Okay, so first thing, we're gonna grab the front piece of our frame for the booty box. You can tell it's the front because it has the mounting brackets here. And then we're gonna grab our side panel with the wheels, and we're gonna put that here on the left side and connect them there just like a puzzle. Now we have some structure to stand it up. Then we're gonna grab our second side panel without the wheels and place it here on the right-hand side. We'll connect it just like that. Make sure everything remains in place as you're assembling. We have some strong wind here in Austin, Texas today, so some stuff might be getting blown around. And then we're gonna grab our back panel with the logo on it that doesn't have the mounting brackets. Face it outward, the logo should be facing outward, and we're gonna connect it here in the back. Now we have our frame fully assembled. Now let's go in with the screws and tighten everything up. Okay, so one thing you're gonna notice when you open it up, there's gonna be a box labeled hardware, and all that should be in there is a box full of black screws just like this. No bolts, no washers, none of that, just screws. So as you can notice, there's gonna be multiple holes for the screws on each connection point. So let's go ahead and start filling those in. So now that we have the frame assembled, we put the screws in, everything's nice and tight. Next, we're gonna do our support panels. So one thing to note on the support panels, one side has texture and one side is smooth. The side with the texture is gonna be facing inward. The side with the warning label facing inward as well. Okay, now that we have the side panels installed to the frame, we're pretty much good to go. The last step is gonna be throwing on our foot compartment over the top. Put the left one and the right one. And then we have our leg posts for glute bridges that we're gonna store right here in the front. And boom, the booty box is ready to go, fully assembled and ready to get that juicy glute pump. All right guys, that is the step-by-step assembly video for the booty box. It is pretty simple. It took us about 20-30 minutes to get this thing fully assembled, and that was with the filming, so it shouldn't take you long at all. However, if you do have any questions about the assembly, feel free to drop a comment below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the thumbs up button, and be sure to keep an eye out for more great content just like this.